The Wind and the Red Motorcycle. 1930, in a small Japanese village nestled between rolling hills and whispering bamboo forests, there was a young man named Hiroshi. Born into a wealthy family that valued tradition and propriety above all else, Hiroshi stood out, a restless soul with a defiant streak. While his siblings dutifully followed the family's rigid expectations, Hiroshi dreamt of speed, freedom, and the open road. At 30, Hiroshi made a choice that would forever sever him from his family. He sold his inheritance and purchased a gleaming red motorcycle. For Hiroshi, it wasn't just a machine, it was an emblem of rebellion, a ticket to the freedom he craved. The villagers gossiped, calling him reckless and ungrateful, but Hiroshi didn't care. On the motorcycle, with the wind rushing past him and the hum of the engine beneath him, he felt alive. One fateful day, while speeding down a mountain road, Hiroshi's motorcycle broke down near an old, secluded temple. Frustrated, he pushed it up the winding path to the temple gates. There, he met Amiko, a serene woman draped in simple monk's. She was unlike anyone he had ever encountered, grounded, tranquil, and deeply compassionate. Over time, Amiko and Hiroshi became close. Despite her vows, Amiko found herself drawn to his fiery spirit, and Hiroshi, in turn, was captivated by her wisdom and calm. They would sit for hours beneath the cherry blossoms, talking about life, dreams, and the weight of expectations. She saw through his bravado and into the tender heart of a man searching for something greater than himself. But theirs was a love condemned by fate. Amiko's path was one of renunciation, while Hiroshi's was one of defiance. Torn between love and duty, Amiko eventually chose to remain at the temple, her eyes filled with tears as she asked Hiroshi to let her go. Heartbroken, Hiroshi left the temple and threw himself into the open road. For years, he traveled, speeding through cities, villages, and countryside, but no distance could lessen the ache in his chest. The motorcycle became his only solace. The wind is his only companion. At 35, Hiroshi returned to the temple one last time, his once vivid eyes dulled by pain and weariness. The temple gates were closed, and he learned from a local villager that Amiko had passed away, succumbing to illness. Hiroshi felt his heart shatter anew. Days later, his lifeless body was found on the mountain road near the temple, slumped over his beloved red motorcycle. Some said he had succumbed to heartbreak, while others whispered of a deliberate crash, an end to his anguish. Yet, on quiet nights, villagers claimed to hear the distant hum of a motorcycle engine weaving through the hills. And some even spoke of a fleeting figure, a man riding a red bike, searching for something lost but never forgotten.